K Black in the building here with a quick video, man. Canelo is undisputed, man. Is he the best boxer in boxing? And is undisputed watered down? And I say that because I know with all these different sanctioning bodies, you got four major bodies, WBC, IBF, WBA, WBO, right? And some of these fucking sanctioning bodies even got M rooms and silvers and all of this shit, right? So I know some people, even boxers, fans, is stepping away from the belt because some boxers who actually really don't even need it, who can sell good pay-per-view numbers, who can get paid well, still get the fights that they want to fight, and still, move on in boxing and thrive, right? So I would understand why some people might think like, Undisputed is not what it's all cracked up to be, because these guys, these presidents of these sanctioning bodies, man, really don't want these guys to unify anyway. They would rather have 4 belts, and if they can make more belts, they would, man. But Undisputed to me is a feat, What Canelo did this past Saturday was phenomenal for the sport of boxing. Don't you know boxing this year, man, has had 3 undisputed matches, man, in the men's division, have had 3. And it produced 2 undisputed champions. The third one was a draw. But I still give props for both of those guys getting together to even fight. So you have Josh Taylor and you have Canelo Alvarez. Since the 4-belt era to become undisputed, there only been so many that done it anyway. You got Bernard Hopkins. You have Jermaine Taylor. You have Terrence Crawford, Alexander Usyk. Josh Taylor, not Canelo. Now you have some people on the women's side that's undisputed as well. But right now I'm talking about the man. Shit, hell, Alexander Usyk honestly is really 1 belt away from doing it in 2 different divisions, right? So I don't really know what's going to happen between him and Joshua in a rematch. But if he were to be victorious, it would be an uphill battle to fight Tyson Fury. But he'll have opportunity to become undisputed again. But before all of that can be said, he got to get up the hurdle of Joshua first. What Canelo Alvarez did was amazing, man. He became undisputed. He stopped Caleb Plant in the 11th round, right? I know some people don't like Canelo. I'm not the fucking biggest fan of him either. But I'm going to say this. Canelo is definitely became a better boxer. You can tell that he's truly taking the craft seriously. And right now it's just his time, man. So is he the best boxer? When I look at Canelo, he has improved in every area, man. Like his defense, he's still flat-footed and shit like that. So his defense is upper body movement, catching punches, slipping punches, and dodging them, man. And countering like crazy too. He countered a lot of shit, man. Like, dude is phenomenal. Other than him, when it comes to defense, there's only a few of them that's better than him. I know Errol Spence got defense shit. Tyson Fury, as big as he is, he a good defensive fighter. He slips a lot of different shots. All these guys I'm mentioning are gonna have different techniques of defenses, but they still got good defense nonetheless. Terrence Crawford, of course. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson probably in my opinion, probably has the best defense in boxing today. You know what I mean? And I know he's young. I know he's still young in his career. But between him and Bud, and Bud can get caught because, he like to basically get his punch back. You hit him, he like to get his punch back, so that can leave him vulnerable at times. He got caught. Everybody get caught, man, in boxing. So I know Haney got caught in one of his fights, but the dude got superb defense. You're going to get caught. As good as James, Tony Woods, Perdell Whitaker was, even Floyd, Bernard Hopkins, and some of the others that had really good defenses, all of them got caught. So you're going to get caught in boxing, man. But let me get to what I'm trying to say. The way Canelo, man, he's in the zone right now, So, is he the best boxer? If you look at his resume, Look what he have done, becoming undisputed. Him and Josh Taylor. You know what I mean? Because you got to throw Josh Taylor in here as well. I know some people like, man, what the fuck? Who they fought? And that's what I like to say, man. And all I would say to counter that with is, well, who your favorite fighter, the fighter that you like to see, who has he fought, and why he's not undisputed? That's what I have to say. You know, because undisputed is a phenomenal thing. You know, yes, there's some guys out there that are champions, but Josh Taylor and Canelo are the champion at this moment. All of those guys, right? Those two guys got majority of the belt. Got all the belts. Not majority. They are the belt holder. They are the champion. You know, it's a few people. I thought Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney probably was gonna fight. You know, but whatever's happening between those two, it's not happening right now. You know, I would love to see that fight, man. Both these guys are undefeated, and it's be for all the marbles, man, all the belts. You know, so in my opinion, to see in 2021, to see not only one, not two, but three undisputed matches, that's a big W for the sport of boxing, in my opinion. You know, I can rag on it a whole lot, but for them to have put on, for these guys, the 6 individuals that was involved in it, to put on, to make an undisputed, man, because these guys that got belts, they don't have to do that, man. They can run away, they can fight other people, they can get a decent amount of money other ways. Even if they might make the most fighting a particular fighter, they can fight a couple of fights and still get the same amount. This is what it is. So, in my opinion, you know, you gotta put Canelo up there, man. You have to. You know, he has on his resume, I'm just gonna name a few people. He has Floyd. Win, lose, or draw. He has Floyd Mayweather on his resume. He has Hall of Famer. He have Cotto on his resume. Hall of Famer. He has Shikashane Mosley on his resume. Hall of Famer. I know he was older, but still, it's just the point. You know? He has Triple G on his resume. He has even fucking Kovalev on his resume. You know? These guys was champions. Hall of Famers. It is what it is. You know, so he have done some things that even Pacquiao and Floyd haven't done. And the reason why I bring those two guys' name up is because many people believe not only they are Hall of Famers, superstars, even now. In their era, they was the best. And neither one of those guys even became undisputed. So he even did that. You know? So it's phenomenal, man. It really is. So, I mean, what he have done in the sport of boxing. And like I said, man, I ain't a fan of this motherfucker. I've known this motherfucker have cheated and shit too. Just being totally honest, you know. But I'm just saying that in this point right now, in this stage, he has gotten a lot better. His defense is superb, man. And the guy got real intent on his punches. And, I mean, pound for pound, man, I believe that right now, since he is undisputed, he is the best. But in my opinion, this is just me. You know, some people might think I'm totally wrong. But Josh Taylor got to be in there as well, man. To me, Clarissa Shields should be in there. She undisputed. You know? Anybody that's undisputed should be in the name, man. I mean, should be in the ranking. And everybody else that got belts could just, you know, rank and file after that. So, in my opinion, Canelo is, at this time, the best boxer in boxing. You know, and if you're going to characterize people as being the best, let them become undisputed first. Let them be the champion. Let them grab all the belts. Ring Magazine, the whole 9. Let them be undisputed. And then you can rank and file and see who's the best. Because right now, you know, we can say talent for talent wise, that's cool, man. But these guys got to become undisputed so we can understand, you know. So for me, even though the sanctioning bodies be on all bullshit, it's still not watered down for me. And I cannot knock these guys for fighting who they had to fight. You know, I cannot knock these guys. I know some people say who had they fought, but at the same time, I can't knock the guys for fighting who they fought, man. If they picked up a vacant belt on their way to becoming undisputed, if they had to fight this particular guy because he had the belt, they had to do what they had to do. At that particular time, they weren't trying to fight probably the biggest names. They were just trying to fight the guys who had the belts, man. Let me just, for a brief moment, let me talk about Hurd and Charlo. Listen, man, I see the video they got into it with one another. If they are doing that to fight, to sell a fight, I'm all with it. Yeah, but y'all might be 2, 3, 4 years behind. And the reason I'm saying it, there's nothing wrong with still fighting each other, man. But when y'all was undisputed and had all the damn belts, it wouldn't still been for undisputed or nothing. But y'all was undefeated, y'all was young, it would have sold real good, phenomenal numbers, man, I believe. You know? But it didn't happen for one reason or another. So if y'all guys are going to fight, I'm good with it. But if it's just woofing and y'all just getting each other's face just to get fucking people talking about it, it means nothing, man. It means absolutely nothing. You know, for me though, undisputed over everything. At this moment, Canelo and Josh Taylor is undisputed. But another thing with the last few people that became undisputed, they didn't in the recent memory, they didn't defend it. Bud became undisputed, didn't defend it. Usyk became undisputed, didn't defend it. At this moment, Josh Taylor haven't defended his titles. Canelo just won, so hopefully it just ain't that one and done. Become undisputed, then drop all the goddamn belts. Hope it's not like that. At least let me see you fight somebody, man. You know, Canelo, I would love to still see him fight Jamal Charlo, even Demetrius Andrade, man. Or Andrade. Both those guys are still young and they prime and they still undefeated, man. You know what I mean? So let's get that popping. So what you guys think? Do y'all believe Undisputed is watered down? And who do you believe Canelo is, you know, the number one boxer in boxing? K Black.